All right, there we go. Turn this on. Okay. Everything all set up here. Guess I should have done that sooner. And a little later start than I had hoped because hubby let me sleep in this morning, sweetheart. I guess it's Saturday and why not, right? Get a little extra sleep in this morning. So hubby went to work and let me stay asleep, and even though I did tell him to wake me, but he let me sleep in a little bit. I guess that was nice of him. But now I've got to get organized and situated and a little off. I prefer to wake up at 4 a.m. I feel like I'm able to get myself together a lot better before the kids get up. My son is the only one up right now. My daughter loves her sleep. She's like her mama. Loves her sleep. Loves her sleep. We're gonna get ready for the day. We have plans to hopefully take the kids to like a trunk or treat or something tonight. I think there's like a hayride and train ride thingy going on at one of the churches. Somebody told me about. I want to go check that out. So something fun to do with the kids, you know, for some Halloweeny activities. You know, we're a little behind right now, so it's kind of hard, but I figured out some costumes for them, and me and my husband have the same pumpkin thing that we've been wearing for the last 3 years, but we match and we're cute, so it doesn't matter. And we're just gonna go have some fun, you know? That's all it's about. It's just about having some family fun. So that's the plan for today. This morning, good morning. Oh, I guess I do see you. Can you hear me? Is everything? I know one day we had an issue with my sound, so make sure you can hear me. Hear me good. Awesome sauce. I don't know what that was about that day, but there was something going on. Nobody could hear me, and I'm like, oh my God. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy self-care Saturday. Self-care Saturday is individual, and that's I preach it because you've got to make time for you. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Do what makes you happy. So for me, every morning I do my hair and my makeup. It's part of my self-care. That's for me. Doesn't mean it has to be for anybody else, but that's for me. I am doing pretty good this morning, actually. I'm doing really good. How are you? How is everybody doing today? Where are you from? I am in Florida, which is in the United States, if you're not aware. We just moved to Florida from Indiana, so we finally got into that warm weather, which has been really important for my health and my pain. So my pain is doing a lot better since we got here. My fatigue seems to be a lot better since we got here too. I was fatigued all the time back in Indiana. We don't know if it was the house we were living in. And then, we fell in love. We came here in 2020. My husband grew up in Florida, but I had never been. So we came here in 2020 during the pandemic, and I fell in love. I love it here so much. We've been all over the state. We settled where we did because of the health care. What pain? I have lupus. That is my main diagnosis. But I have a long list of pain. I had both of my hips replaced, which has helped a great deal with my pain. However, living up north, the more metal they put in my body, the more pain I was in the cold. So that was one of the reasons we moved down south, was to get out of the cold and protect the metal inside of my body, especially since I lost the weight. I lost 150 pounds, and I will tell you, not having that meat on my bones made me sure cold. So, oh, now I lost that. Oh, still getting used to my setup here. I want to get a nice little vanity for over here. We have a giant bathroom now. So that's the goal, is to get a nice vanity where I can sit down and I can, do my hair and makeup every day. But we just moved in. We've been here less than a month. And for 3 weeks, our car was broke down. If you saw any of those updates, it was pretty rough there for a little bit, but our car is back on the road. My husband drives. My husband drives for a living, so him being out of work was really starting to take a toll on all of us. But he's back to work now. Things are starting to smooth out a little bit. Yeah, so we're gonna be able to really start enjoying our new lives here, that's what we came here for. We came here to live, and enjoy our lives, and we're really excited. We're really excited to see everything, to do everything. Minnesota. I've never been to Minnesota. I have a friend whose favorite team is the Minnesota Vikings. I'll forgive you if that's the case, but just kidding. I want to hear where everybody's from. I love hearing where everybody's from. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I was born in Indiana. I never knew where home was until I met my husband, and I realized home isn't a place, but it's a feeling. Hey, I can live with that. I can live with that. I'm not a hockey fan. I never have been a hockey fan. I grew up in Pittsburgh, so I'm a Steeler fan, and I guess I should also be a Pirates and a Penguins fan, but I mean, the Penguins win a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk about the Pirates. But as a kid, I went to a lot of Pirates games. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Look back on that now, and I can say I really enjoyed my time going to Pirates games, whether they won or lost. So that's I'm just goofy, don't mind me. But thank you guys. This morning. So we got Minnesota. Where is everybody from? I want to hear it. I've had a couple people. I had one guy from Poland one day. I thought that was super cool. I've never talked to anybody from Poland. Somebody was from Paris, and I've only ever had a layover in Paris, so I can't really say anything. In 2000, my mom and I went to Holland to see my dad, because he was working overseas at the time. He worked in the steel mills, and they sent him overseas, and yeah. But anyway, so we went over to see him because my mom was actually born and raised in Germany. So we got to go to where my mom grew up, and I got to meet my tante, my great aunt, my tante Enemy, before she passed away. And I hold on to that. I was only 12, but I hold on to that experience, and I forever will. It was one of the most magical experiences of my life. It really was. Ich spreche Deutsch ein bisschen, aber nicht sehr gut. So I don't really speak German. I could translate it a little bit better. My tante used to send me letters, and I could translate that, and then I'd write up my letter and I'd go and I'd translate that to her, though it turns out she actually had a neighbor who helped her with translation. But it was really good for me. It was really good for me. She actually learned English before we came to Germany, but she didn't tell us until our last day in Germany. Then all of a sudden it was like, oh, she understood us this whole time. My mom was trying to translate so bad. She's worse than I am. But when she came to America, she, learned English. She had a American stepdad, and times were different, right? Times were a lot different. But I always thought that was really neat. My mom was born and raised in Germany, and I got to go and see where I come from. Partly. My dad is German, or Irish and German, mostly Irish. So I've always wanted to go to Ireland because my family actually owns, I'm just rambling. My family actually owns a bar in downtown Dublin. Anybody from Ireland that can tell me they've drank in the Hogan bar? That'd be really, really cool. Last I heard it was still up even after the pandemic, so I hope so. I know the pandemic caused a lot of issues for a lot of people. We were homeless during the pandemic, so it was a hard time. It was a really hard time. It's still a hard time. But we just keep going, right? And Self-Care Saturday helps me keep going. I love self-care. It took me 30 years to learn to love myself. Nobody showed me any of this stuff. And I started my self-love journey 6 months before I met my husband. And then I met him, and a year later we were pregnant with our son. And then a year after that, we were pregnant with our daughter. And it has become so important to me, self-love and self-care, because of my children, because I refuse to let them go through what I went through. I want them to know that they're magic, because they are. They're magic. The magic is already within us. Even I sometimes need a reminder of that. I had a friend remind me the other day, and things have started looking up since then. So sometimes, we just need to remember we get the energy we give. So if you're putting a bunch of negativity into the world, you cannot expect to get positive energy back. I truly believe if you just do good, be good, be the best that you can be every day, and good will follow. You just, you can't expect to live a positive life by always being negative. My husband had to learn that. He was very, very negative when we first got together, and it's still a struggle. But he's doing so much better. And, but it was a struggle that I had to get through to him, that you cannot just be negative all the time and then wonder, why is nothing going the way I want it to? You have to speak positivity into existence. You can't just expect everything to work out. When has everything just worked out, right? No. I mean, sometimes I guess it does, right? Sometimes it works out, but I don't know. I truly believe that you get what you give. And we have been so blessed over the years and come across so many amazing people. And don't get me wrong, we've come across some, but the good outweighs the bad every time. Every time, the good outweighs the bad. And sometimes we just got to remember that. This right, it's my right technically. This right eyebrow has been giving me a lot of issues since yesterday. I don't know. I think it's been 2 days, 3 days, something like that. I'm not the best at my eyebrows. I always say don't take like makeup tips from me or anything like that. No. That is not why I'm here. I don't give makeup tips. I believe I make myself look good. But I gotta learn to do better for my daughter. I'm learning to do her hair. Again, these are things that, you know, my mom doesn't do makeup or hair or anything like that. So like, and I grew up around boys, so I was a tomboy, and for the longest time, now obviously I like my girly side, and my daughter loves, I want to get her own little vanity for in here too, because she loves to sit in here on the edge of the sink and be with mommy while mommy does her makeup, and she likes to pretend that she's putting some on too, and so I want to get her a fake vanity and stuff to play with mommy. No, mommy can teach her. Oh, mommy doesn't know what she's doing. Mommy can teach her, right? We've got self-care. So what, you know, I want to know, what's your self-care look like? Something that you do for you. And it doesn't, like I said, my self-care, every day I do my hair and makeup. Morning, I wash my face, I do my teeth. I say I do my teeth because I've got dentures on top. I put on my makeup, I do my hair, which is just a wig because, I mean, if you've ever seen any of my, I have lupus, I have health issues. I wear a wig because I have hair loss and other things. Anyway, I have no issues with what again, I'm good with me. So what's your self-care look like? Share it with me. I want to hear. What do you do? What do you do for you? What are you doing for you today, especially? You know, and it doesn't have to just involve you. Like later on, we plan on taking the kids to the carnival, like I said, for a trunk or treat event. You know, that to me, that's self-care. Getting out of the house. And I don't drive. I can't drive anymore. So my husband does all the driving. And so me and the kids are really kind of, you know, stuck unless he's here. And right now he's working so much. So part of me, you know, taking care of me is getting out of the house sometimes. I mean, nobody likes to be cooped up all the time, and I can take the kids out into the yard to play because we have a big yard here, and a slower area than we lived at in Indiana. I actually love it. We're right on this bend, so pretty much everybody is forced to slow down right before our house on either side because it is a 90-degree turn. Does everybody? No. There's this Mustang that thinks just because he can, he should. Irritates me. But whatever. No, we're new here. People haven't lived here with kids in a couple of years. And that child was super small at the time. So they're not used to there being kids. I'm going to get a sign. My kid's here, you know. Especially my son. My son is an eloper. He has autism. He is an eloper. So at any given point, he can just dart. And yeah, it makes me nervous. But we have this nice big yard now that it's safer for me to take them out there than it was for me to just take them at the place that we lived in Indiana. The front yard was super small. The people just flew up and down that road. There was a stop sign at the end of it, but as soon as they passed that stop, and they didn't even stop at it, as soon as they passed it, sped right up. I stood out there screaming at people quite a bit. Yeah, I'm that crazy mom. Absolutely that crazy mom. Because you don't realize kids do dart. Like, you can say, pay attention to your kids, or they're kids. He turns 4 in a week and a half. He has autism. He doesn't have a sense of, that's not safe, don't do that. You know what I mean? I'm working on it, but he's 4. Excuse me. That coffee went down a little hard that time. And now I got the hiccups. So getting out of the house today will be a part of my self-care. Taking the kids to do this event. I was struggling because we didn't have costumes for them. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Especially with Aiden, if he does not pick what he's wearing for the day, he is likely gonna take it off and run around naked. But if I give him 2 choices, he will make a choice, and then it's like he feels involved in it, you know? So I don't know, it seems like he will leave his clothes on if he gets to choose them. So he's got these PJs, one, they're onesies, but one is Sonic the Hedgehog and the other one is a dinosaur. I think I'm gonna let him pick, but I'm hoping he picks the Sonic the Hedgehog one. Boo! The Sonic the Hedgehog one to wear as a costume tonight. And then my daughter has a, good morning, has a Snow White dress. And I've got a little tiara that I can put on her and make her a princess. So even though we can't afford to go out and get them costumes, I think that'll work just fine. You know, my son, like I said, he's almost 4. My daughter's 2. So I think for going out and doing a little Halloween activity, that'll be fine. You know, you're getting to check out our new area. And good morning. It is Self-Care Saturday. What are you doing for you today? I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know what you're doing for you. Wanna know, I wanna know what you're doing for you. I also wanna know if you've watched me before. Is this your first time hanging out with me? Or have you watched my lives before? I haven't been doing them as often recently. I know. I'm gonna get back to that. But I don't know, are you new? Are you subscribed? I just reached over 300 finally. Thank you, you guys are amazing. But if you're not subscribed and I might be somebody that you want to see in your feed, make sure you subscribe. I am now in Florida. I know sometimes I need to say that's in the United States. I forget, I apologize. It is in the United States, I'm in Florida. Where's everybody from? Tell me. We got one person from Minnesota this morning. I love talking to people all over. If you're not aware, my goal is to be a motivational speaker. I'm working towards that goal. This is a part of that. So talking with me, being a part of my page. You are helping me towards that goal, and I appreciate you so much. We're not really going to a party. We're gonna take the kids to like a trunk or treat carnival tonight, I think. Someone told me about. So we got two toddlers. It's kind of hard to. My one has autism and sensory processing disorders, so it's a little hard to do some things. But somebody told me about. I think they said it was a carnival with hay rides and train rides, and that sounds right up our alley. So I think that's what we're gonna do tonight. Hopefully, as long as everything goes as planned. You know, can't really plan anything with kids. I always say that. Cannot plan anything with kids. Make no plans. Because it never goes that way. They've got their own plans. Aw. Well, I do need a better skincare routine. I'm not even gonna lie about you. I need products. But I wash my face morning and night and put on moisturizer. And I always say don't take my makeup tips because I don't even know what I'm doing. This is just how I do my makeup. I think I look good. I'm not a makeup artist at all. I don't know what I'm doing. But at the end of it, I think I look decent, so that's all that matters, right? And I need products. I'm out of pretty much everything since my husband was out of work. I'll get there. Get all my products back. I used to use, before I had kids, Mary Kay products. I love Mary Kay. With lupus and all my skin issues, it's hard to find something that does not break me out or give me rashes, or I currently have one on my. Oh, thank you so much. You just made my day. But I've gone pretty basic, being, you know, we're broke. I do use collagen and peptides since losing 150 pounds. You could, you know, got some saggy skin, still cool with it. But I believe in moisturizer, and compression has helped a great deal with my saggy skin. So I always use collagen and peptide body wash and lotion. And when I get out of the shower, I use leggings and compression to help, I guess. Has it helped? Absolutely. I am not mad about my results. In 2 years, I've lost 150 pounds and I'm in the best shape of my life and I'm cool with it. So, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. It's really appreciated. Like I said, you guys are really part of my big goal here. This is just a stepping stone, but everybody interacting and subscribing is really being a part of my ultimate goal of becoming a motivational speaker. And I thank you. I really do. I thank you for being a part of that. My husband listens to me talk all the time, you know. And honestly, by the time he gets home from work, I'm just listening to him talk. I love him. That is the goal. I should finally be back to a normal routine, and my goal is to be on here every day. Thank you. I want to talk to you guys every day. You guys are awesome. like I said, you're really helping me chase my goals right now. So my husband's working his butt off. He has dreams too. He's a writer. He's working his butt off to make sure we chase this for me right now. I love him so much. He's so amazing. He's my biggest supporter. It was him that was like, you need to do this. Like, I wouldn't believe in myself. My Instagram, if you look up Liz, Liz Amirault, Amirault, you should find all of my social media. It is also under Loving Life with Liz, like my YouTube ID. But I think if you look up Liz Amirault, it pops up easier. If you look up my full name on Google, you'll learn what narcs care is. I did a podcast and an interview in a medical journal about narcs care, if you have never heard of it. And now if you Google me, that's what pops up. Anyway, good morning. It is Self-Care Saturday. I start my day every morning by, you couldn't find it. That's weird. Did you try Loving Life with Liz? What my at is here. Doing pretty good. How are you doing? I'm good this morning. I am. I feel pretty good. Woke up a little stiff. I talk about my pain a lot. My friend made me this oil here. I use a lot. She also gave me the recipe, so I'm going to be making it myself, and I'll be sharing that with everybody. But it is all natural, and it has helped me with my pain so much. So I was having a little bit of pain this morning. I have the most hardware on my left side. A little chilly. So I was having a little bit of pain this morning. I put that on, put my leggings on, and man, I can't thank her enough. She's also the one that reminds me of the magic within me. So that I can remind you. The magic is already within you. Hey, did you find me? I think you found me. Yay. So Loving Life with Liz, is that how you found me? I want to make sure that thank you, sweetheart. So I got to tell people to look up Loving Life with Liz instead of thank you. I didn't know. Now I know. Again, I appreciate you guys. You remember this space, because one day I'm going to be doing big things. Big things. I'm manifesting it. I'm chasing it. And that's just it. My son, he is a monster. He's 4. Absolutely. Pain is inevitable, right? But we can be stronger. We are stronger. I'm stronger than my pain. I've been in pain for over a decade. And I preach that you can live a beautiful life in spite of pain. And, the first thing I had to do was mourn the life that I pictured for myself. Because because this isn't what I pictured. I didn't imagine I would be disabled at 30. I'm 35 now, but I've been disabled for 5 years. But I mourned the life that I pictured, and I started building a beautiful life in spite of the pain. Even they told me I'd never have kids. They told me I would never have kids. And you know, I have them. I do. I lost 2 along the way, but I brought 2 beautiful miracles into the world. And anytime I need a reminder that miracles do in fact happen, I just look at them. No, I'm not sad. Not sad at all. I'm amazed every day at how far I've come, because in 2013 I did try to end my life because of pain. I did. And I am here today to tell you that I am glad you're mine. I'm glad I'm still here. Do I still have pain every day? Yep, absolutely. It's never going to go away. Do I still deal with the mental struggle? Absolutely. That's never going to stop. But I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I'm here. This is why I'm here, right? I'm here for you guys. I'm here for my children. I'm here for my husband. Sharing my story, sharing what I've been through has really, it's given me a new purpose. It's given me a bigger purpose. And now I know why I've been handed this fight, this is why. I am here to help other people realize you can. You can. Whatever you're facing, the only way we fail is if we stop trying. That's it. You just got to keep trying, you know? And I say, never change the goal. But you might have to change the path. You might have to change, you know, the road you're on. My main goal in life was to become a mom. And it wasn't easy. And I didn't think I would ever get here. But I'm making a mess this morning. Oh my gosh. I'm out of most of my products, like I said, so doing the best I can. No crying. No crying. I do get a little emotional when I talk about my babies. They are the most amazing gift. I have two children, Earthside, and I have 2 that I didn't get to bring to Earth, but so, and I always say I always wanted 4 or 5, and I have 2 beautiful babies, and like I said, 2 I didn't get to hold. So I do have, and I have bonus kids. My husband has a couple of older children, so I have bonus kids, and I have people that just call me Mama Liz, because I guess I do guide people. I always kind of have. Oh, you're so sweet. You know, I always said that I enjoyed my job. I always had a manager role in all of my jobs. And I always said because I enjoyed teaching my job. And I realized that I'm a coach. I always have been. I was a soccer player growing up until, oh well. I have, yeah. Until I couldn't play soccer anymore. I broke my ankle, broke my right ankle 8 times before they reconstructed it when I was 15. Really brittle bones. And we all do. We all do. You are absolutely right. I just didn't, I guess, you know, I've held a few different jobs. Out of high school, I was a correctional officer, believe it or not, in a prison for a couple of years. I worked as a restaurant manager for several years after that. My health has always kind of ended my jobs. And then before I became disabled myself, I actually worked with individuals with disabilities, which was, I don't know, between that and working, hey, I'm telling you, this thing, I do need product. I told you I need product, but how different look, right? I love it. I have a couple of other wigs, but like I said, I need product. I need to wash them. We have well water here too. So absolutely, always. There's so much to life. There's so much out there. And there's somebody who needs to meet you. So, you know, never settle. I've settled. I settled. I had a lot of trauma. That I had to deal with to realize why I made choices that I made. But once I did that, once I really started that was when I started becoming me, the real me, instead of what other people were telling me I was or expecting me to be. Oh yeah, I made a lot of wrong choices. But again, that's when you can change the path. Never change the goal. Focus on the goal, right? But there's not just one road to it. If it's not working out the way you want, baby, hit them with a plot twist. It's your life. It's your life. The only person that has to be happy with the life that you're living and the person in the mirror is you. Your happiness is your responsibility, nobody else's. And don't let nobody else come in and take it from you. Be your best self. Live in your purpose. He's been up. He won't come out right away. I'm waiting for him to come down the stairs. Oh, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry. And if you ever need somebody, if you ever need someone to talk to, you found me. You found me on Instagram. You can message me. Oh, why is the dog barking? I honestly don't know why. Oh. Oh my goodness, there is somebody walking down the street. How does she even see that from where she's at? I swear. Our dog protects. Tell me a secret? Well, you realize it's on live, so it's probably not a secret, but absolutely if you want to. My name is Liz. Elizabeth, I go by Liz. Mama Liz, Liz. So many people call me Mama Liz. I've been a step-in mama. You can tell me anything. I'm always here to listen. I know people will say that, but now that's a compliment. I'm a vibe. I like that. Oh, I don't even know this. So my chi broke on me when we moved. So this was, I am a former cutter. I'm a former cutter and burner. I burned as well. A therapist is the best place to go. No, I am so glad that you opened up, honey. Thank you. Thank you so much that you felt comfortable enough to open up to me. That means a lot. A therapist I started seeing a therapist when I was 16 years old. Oh, bless your heart, baby. Bless your heart. I want you to know what you're feeling right now. It's gonna pass. The world is so much bigger than what you're stuck in right now. And I know it feels like it is just weighing on you and there's no way out. But there is. And a therapist is a really good idea. I started seeing a therapist when I was 16. I was a cutter, a burner. I had an alcohol problem. Just know that if you don't feel comfortable opening up to your therapist, it is okay to ask for somebody else. That's what I want you to take away. I want you to know that you need somebody. Well, now you found me on Instagram, so you already know how to handle it. It is important that you find somebody that you can talk to and that you feel comfortable with. So do not be afraid to say, I'm not connecting with this person, I need somebody else. It's okay. At 11, girl, it's gonna take some strength, but you already got it because hey, you just opened up to me on live. So I am so proud of you. So proud of you, and so proud of you for going to therapy. And it's not going to be easy. I haven't cut since 2013. And I still deal with those intrusive thoughts. The urges are still there, especially in the physical pain that I'm in. Sometimes I just want to feel something different, something that I control. That's where I work out. It works for me. Not saying it's going to work for you, but when I need to control my pain in a different way, I work out because I'm always going to be in pain, but now it's a positive pain. It's something that I took control of. That's what you're feeling. You need to find your control again. Okay? So coping mechanisms are hard at my age. But that's what you need. You need coping mechanisms, and your therapist is going to help you find those. So don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I want you to know that you absolutely are. I am here. I love that. Oh, I love that. Horses are so awesome. And see, I have a dog. My dog is absolutely my ESA. Though I think sometimes I might be her ESA. She has really bad anxiety too. But when I need a hug, she's always there, That is awesome. At 11, I had no coping mechanism. Oh, my my dog's name is Coco too. Aw, see? And they need you. They feel that when you're hurting, they know. They know. Trust in that. They're there for you. I'm here for you. We are stronger than the intrusive thoughts. We are